Hey, so we're back in the high tunnel again. I just posted the video last night of us building this. I probably should have waited till today because we got more stuff in it. So we'll just add this to the next video. But we put some 4x4 supports. We were going to use T-posts to hold up the cattle panel mesh, concrete mesh, but we decided to go with 4x4 posts, and these, I guess, supports are 30 inches in the ground. So this is very stable. So we did 4 of them down and connected the mesh to them. We went up 18 inches. That seems to be about what everyone kind of does. And I'm very, very happy with this. The stability now in this high tunnel is like 100 times better. I think it just looks fantastic. And yes, I have to go back up there and to go around the other side, but I don't care. There's not a whole lot of room in here. It's only 10 feet wide, so you gotta do what you gotta do. Here are the lovely plants that need to be planted in here. They've been waiting and waiting. I think we're just about ready. We still have to do the strapping on the outside, which I think will be tomorrow's task. And this high tunnel project should be done. Except for, again, the planting and then the drip irrigation when I get all those parts. But yeah, you guys, this just keeps getting better and better. So excited. It looks so nice, eh? I think my husband's done a very good job. I'm very happy. There. And I'll come back when we're doing some planting. I'll show you what we're putting where. Alright, bye. Hey, I'm back. It's the next day and I got my tomatoes planted. I was really hoping to get a lot more done, but it was a busy day in other ways than gardening, unfortunately. And I'm starting to feel a little under the weather, so it took me longer than it normally would. But they're all in. The spacing is incredibly close. I do not recommend anyone try this at home. I'm pushing the boundaries. I've never grown in a high tunnel before, so I don't know how things are going to work. I have a ton of extra tomatoes, so I put one every foot on each side. So these are spaced 12 inches apart, and then the other row is spaced 12 inches apart, but they're alternating, so it's every 6 kind of inches. You can see them kind of going. It's probably way too close. I wasn't going to single stem these. I was going to kind of let them go wild, but I think I will have to trim them a bit if I'm going to have them as close. But I couldn't resist. Now, if this is an epic fail this year, I'll learn, and next year I will do probably half of what's here, is what should be done, I guess. At least every 18 inches. But you know what? We're going to see how it turns out. And I've kind of color coded. I've gone, what is this? Red, yellow, and then black or dark. And then red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black. Red, yellow, black all the way down that way. And I did kind of the opposite on the other end. I know most people try to put all their ones that are like together for easier harvesting. I, for some reason, like to make things hard on me. I just wanted them to look pretty. All the different colors growing up, all the different tomatoes. And then I think it's a little easier to tell them apart too. If I have 2 orange varieties beside each other, sometimes they get mixed up. Yeah, I'm excited. I just watered them in. Some of them are looking pretty droopy, but they'll pick up. Also, some of them are twice the size of others. That's because some plants were potted up into nice 4-inch by 5-inch pots. So they got a nice head start. I, however, picked out the ones I wanted for my high tunnel a while ago. Didn't think it would take so long. So they were still in their itty bitty little cells. And this is how half them got planted out. But I think they'll catch up once they get established, and in the heat in here, I don't think it should be a problem. Tomorrow, I think it's going to be peppers. So we have those peppers, these ones here, down the end, and a few more over there. We also have melons and cucumbers on this side. And then, sorry, I didn't mean to spin you so fast. Pumpkins and squash right there. So I'm still working out the spacing on those things. I will almost guarantee I will plant them too close, like I do with everything. High intensity. I didn't get the I'm drawing a blank as to what these are called now. Tomatillos. Sorry, very tired right now. I have 3 tomatillos there. There's 2 planted into each pot, so they'd be able to pollinate. But I have a yellow, a green, and a purple. And I was going to put these in the middle of the trellis, but then I would have had to eliminate some tomatoes. I didn't want to do that. So I don't know if I can have a place outside for them. I might stick like a yellow one and a purple one in each corner, maybe. I was thinking about doing some bush tomatoes in each corner, but maybe I'll put tomatillos. I don't know. What do you think? Where do you think I should put my tomatillos? They're looking nice over there. I have no space outside, so I mean, I technically could put them in pots and put them somewhere, but. And this is just outside of the high tunnel. Laid down some of the old bedding from the chicken run today. I'm going to put some corn in here and just do a nice corn patch. I was going to put pumpkins, but I realized they would just sprawl everywhere and it would be very unorganized. So these are my potato pots. I never got potatoes planted, but I still might do it. I'm going to put these along the outside of the high tunnel and throw some potatoes in them, see if they grow. Why not? And then this kind of rectangle square area, I'm going to put corn. And this is the sawdust that I picked up that's going in the walkways. I just wanted to finish planting first before I put it in. But I think that'll look nice and help keep the weeds down. But yeah, so exciting. I think it just looks so nice. All right, I'm gonna head in for the night, but I will be back tomorrow. Bye. Hey, so I'm back in the high tunnel, and I hope you can hear me because it's raining quite loudly outside. And we have discovered a problem. These seams that go here all the way down are leaking, and you can see the drips. So our cover has to be replaced. Bonus is the parts that we had came with the cover, which we didn't need, so we were just shipping back. Everything was ready to be shipped. I just didn't put the labels on it yet, so good thing I didn't, because now we have to open that box back up, take the cover out, and put the new cover on, and then send this one back. Hopefully that one doesn't leak. But anyway, that's not what I brought you along for. I wanted to kind of show you my process of planting. My brain works kind of funny, so some people find it interesting. I am having a hell of a time deciding on what plants to put in here. I saved back more than I needed, so I would have a choice, and apparently that was the wrong thing to do because now I can't make the choice. Again, I am jamming stuff in here so bad. I know they're going to trellis up, so that's kind of my saving grace here, but I think I still overplanted by at least double. But oh well, we'll see what happens. I mean, if I can see that the plants are really not doing well, I can always cut them out to save some, I guess, maybe, if I'm capable of that. But yeah, so I'm just going down the rows. On this side, the first few in the back, I think first 5, are cucumbers. They're little baby snacking cucumbers. So this is going to be the snacking corner where my children are going to know they can come in and grab whatever they want. The peppers that are in the front are little snacking peppers. So anything here is theirs. And then it goes melon, like a cantaloupe, honeydew, something like that, and then a watermelon. And then keeps doing that till we get, let's see, to about here. And then it's all cucumbers down the back and this way. And sweet peppers and right here. I didn't have that many sweet peppers left. I seem to have planted way more hot. So then these ones are a mix of my cayenne type. There's some jalapeno serranos, paprikas, just kind of different ones back here. So nothing too crazy hot in case my kids accidentally eat one. It's not going to harm them. They probably won't like it, but it won't hurt them. This side, however, they are going to be told, do not touch any of these peppers, because these are, you know, most of these, I believe, are in the 1,000,000+ Scoville units up until a certain point here. These ones in the front are not as hot. So if they ate one of those, again, it would burn, but it wouldn't do too much damage. So I'm just going to have to mark off which ones they can and cannot have. And they're not ever usually out here without me, so that'll be fine. And then in the back, I have, it goes pumpkin squash, kind of thing, all the way down the back. And I have 4 large pumpkins in here, and everything else I did was small, just in case. So there's a big one in this corner, then a big one here, another big one there, and then that corner. And there's only one large squash I did. It's a candy roaster, and that's right in the middle. And then just smaller, there's a Nutter Butter, there's butternut, there's 2 different spaghetti squash varieties. What else do I have in here? Autumn Harvest. And then we got some F1 pumpkins mixed in. They're smaller and they're supposed to be good for greenhouses, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. Anyway, I just wanted to show you my thought process on all of this. This is my extras. I had really beautiful peppers I wanted to put out here just because they look gorgeous. But realistically, they're not great for cooking. And this tunnel is for production, not for looks. So if I can find a spot out in the front garden, they'll go there, or they'll just go in pots. Here's kind of what's left over in the different ones. And oh, yes, my video last night that I did after planting out all the tomatoes took me probably 2-3 hours. I don't know, I went slow because I really wasn't feeling well. I didn't plant them in the right places. They're supposed to be planted 6 inches out from the trellis, not under the trellis. I have to dig them up and move them. I could leave them, but then there's really no space between them. It's almost like they're planted on top of each other. if this came out 6 inches and then that one went out 6 inches, it would really give them a lot more room and they would do a lot better. So for the sake of another 2 to 3 hour labor right now, I think it's going to save me some hardship in the long run. I've been trying to convince myself it's okay, just leave them, they'll survive. But I think I just got to do it. But I'm probably going to wait until after I've planted everything else, because I just don't want to do that right now. But yeah, it's raining pretty hardcore. Hey, it's July 15th and I have officially planted the high tunnel. It took me pretty much a week because we have had a heat warning for over a week now. We had like 1 day break. I kept trying to come out here and plant, but I'd have to stop after like an hour, take a break, go in the air conditioning because it was just intense. But oh my God, does it ever look good. There are some flowers still to plant, so I guess technically it's not fully planted, but all the vegetables that are going in here are officially in here. It's rammed packed with probably 4 times as much as should be in here, but I don't care. I love it. I'm having fun here. My cucumbers and melons are in the back row. I only wish when I planted these, I planted them closer to the blocks. There's like a good 6 inches there. I could have went over at least 2 inches and then my peppers wouldn't be so close to them. But the peppers are in about 4 inches here. So I just watered too, so everything's kind of flopped over. They all look so good. I don't know if I did a video since putting in the sawdust, but I'm telling you, this stuff is amazing. I can walk in it barefoot. It feels like sand. It's beautiful. And those tomatillos, I found a place for them. They're in the cement blocks. I have green netting. It's like bird netting or something. I'm gonna attach to the poles, and I've got the 3 tomatillos in the back, and I'm gonna grow them up that. No point in wasting any space. And I got some zinnias that I'm gonna fill the other holes with, and I've got calendula that I'm gonna plant. I think I'm short a few. I might pick up another couple packs. Everything's on clearance now, so it's really nice. But I do have seeds, if not. And look at the tomatoes. Like, they've grown, I swear, like a foot. And on that side, it's the hot peppers and the pumpkins and the squash. It's all looking so nice. Yeah, I'm excited. Oh, look, one of the pretty calendula flowers. I'm gonna try to make homemade salve this year, and I think I'm gonna put calendula in them. And right here at the front is a beautiful variegated pepper. I thought that would be pretty to have there. I was gonna plant more, but I walk through here quite frequently, and I don't want to take up too much space. But yeah, doesn't it look fantastic? Woo, so excited. I'll do a better tour once everything's established a bit more, and I still have a bunch to do in here. I have electrical run now, so there's going to be some fans put in here. I might put some lights, maybe just a couple for me to see to work in here, or I might go crazy and do it like I did with my greenhouse and put lights in. I don't know yet. But the fans, the biggest thing. I need airflow in here, big time. The windows are open, but if there's no breeze blowing, there's no air, and the moisture builds up pretty fast. And I want to keep these plants nice and dry. Anyway, it's getting very late. It's time for me to head in. But show you more progress when we make it. Maybe I'll show you after I planted the flowers. And I'm still waiting on a few drip items, so that's not in, but it won't be hard. I'm just going to run a couple rows down here, 2 rows here and 2 rows there of it's the drip tape with 6-inch emitter spacing. So that'll work great. All right, until next time. Bye. Hey, I'm just out working in the high tunnel, and I figured I should bring out the camera and show you what I'm doing. I've already started with the first couple plants. But as you can see, the pumpkins and squash have taken over the bed, and you can no longer see the peppers. I kind of knew that was going to happen, but I thought it would train it better. Just been quite busy. So this is what I started with. It looks kind of a mess. I'm tying them up and cutting out some of the bottom leaves so my peppers can breathe. Once they start climbing up more, they can all bush out as much as they want up there. I just need this area spaced out. And this is the pepper bed on this side is doing much, much better. Some of the cucumbers have started to climb. And these tomatoes have put on like a crazy amount of growth. It's insane. So yeah, I just wanted to show you kind of a before, and then I'll do an after and see how it looks. Okay, we're back, and like I said, it looks brutal, but they'll recover pretty quickly. I try to clean out as much of the bottom growth. There's a few leaves that fell over. I just watered as well, so a lot of this kind of fell over while I was watering. Just try to clear out as much as I could on the bottom, give the peppers some room to grow now. They were falling behind compared to the other peppers. And then these I just kind of tied up with my fun new little tool. I've seen it on a bunch of different YouTube videos and thought, you know what, I'm going to try that out. And so far I'm loving it. So yeah. Oh, and these all had, I think all but 2, had 2 plants planted at the same spot. Because I do that when I start my seeds. I always put 2 seeds in just in case one doesn't grow. And when I planted them out, I left the 2 plants just in case something happened to the other one. And so I just went through and took out the extra. So I kept the healthiest of the 2. That'll make a lot more room as well. I had them planted so closely together, there was no way I could keep 2 of them together. Even I knew that. And then I went through with the tomatoes, and I heavily pruned the bottom 12 to 18 inches of the whole thing and tied them up some more. So you can see we just got some good airflow down there now. I took out a few leaves that were kind of inside that were all tangled up. Not all of them, but just try to clean it up a bit. And you can see we got the calendula planted in here as well. And there's a ton of seeds, that just weeds, sorry. Just excuse them. But yeah, so that looks much better. I just can't believe how quickly these are growing. It's insane. I'm gonna need to do something when they get past the top of this trellis. I don't have a whole lot more room to grow. I don't know, maybe I'll top them because, you know, our season's really not that long, and that would probably be the best idea, but I kind of want to see what they'll do. And I don't want to hang string. I was going to get some more of the concrete mesh and do 1, 2, 3 over there. We'd have to overlap them a bit because that's not 4 feet. It's about 3 feet, I guess, so they'd overlap by a foot. I don't think that would matter. I don't know. Try not to spend any more money. I'm officially over any budget I ever had for this project. So I think if we're changing anything, it's going to be next year. Let's just see how it does this year. And here are the sweet peppers on this side, and as you can see, They are double, triple the size of the ones over there. And some of the cucumbers are climbing. And these got flowers on them now. I did, even though it was late in the season, pick off any fruit and flowers when I was planting them. I know it sounds brutal, but I really think the plant has to focus on its root system when you first plant it, so that way you can get a bigger, bushier plant, or healthier plant. But then any flowers that came on after it was planted, I don't touch, especially this time of year. And these ones are kind of tattered looking too, because I just watered. I try to do a real deep watering every 3 or 4 days. That seems to be working the best in here. I'm excited when these flowers all fill out. I do have seeds to put in here, but I got to read the packet and see how long they take. I'm just trying to think. We're pretty much at the end of July now. So we have August, September, and half of October. Sometimes to the end of October. I guess we got 2.5 to 3 months of growing time, so I could plant some more seeds in here.
Can I take William to Big Ben's?
Sure, just be careful, you guys. Sorry, that was my son and his friend. They want to go for a walk. And look at these zinnias. I don't know if you can see this one, but it looks striped like it's candy cane. But I think it's just going to be a really pretty pink when it blooms. I'm loving the flowers in the garden this year. I think they look so good. The tomatillos are growing. I still didn't get their trellis put in yet, but I think I still have a bit of time. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this greenhouse high tunnel. I think we're going to have a lot of production out of it. Next year, now that it's up and running, I'm going to plan differently. I'm definitely doing at least half, getting rid of half of the tomatoes because this was just way too much. And I'm going to try to focus more on greenhouse varieties, I think. Maybe some more hybrids and things like that, just so I can see how much production I can get out of here. And then I'll just grow my heirlooms out in my front garden. I think that might work best. We'll see, because I've got heirlooms and hybrids in here now. And we'll see how they do. And I got both heirlooms and hybrids out in the front garden. So I'll do a comparison. And the peppers, we'll see how these ones do. If I want to change it up at all next year. But yeah, everything's doing great. I can say it's officially fully planted. I have no more plants to go in here. The flowers were the last. I might pop in a few more flower seeds. But as for plants, that's it. I was going to try to get the irrigation put in before I post the last of this video. But it looks like we're not going to get that done for a while. And I really want to get the second part of this video out. I feel like it's already probably 45 minutes. I'm going to have to cut back a bunch of stuff that I filmed. But I'm just so happy with this. I just think it's doing awesome. And I do have to still put some fans in here. I mean, it's not like finished, but I think it's going to be as good as it's going to get for a while. But, yeah, I think I'll just go ahead and post this last video now, and then we'll just do some follow-ups maybe in a couple of weeks. All right, bye.